Welcome back to KRS Investments. It's Ken. I'm your entrepreneur investor. Guys, we have made a lot of money for 2020, and I promise you we will make a lot of money for 2021. So let's get right into this video. I'll be breaking down a few different companies, so please watch the entire video to see what's going on, to see where you can invest to make a lot of money. So first thing first, we will be discussing Horizon's Marijuana Life Science. It's an index ETF. There's a few companies that's in this ETF that is a must buy for you guys if you're in the cannabis space. It's a safer bet to invest in Horizon's Marijuana Life Science Index funds because you understand that it's covering a number of companies. Guys, I will go over the number of companies that they're covering and to let you know that this is a win-win situation. It lower your exposure for loss of capital because you're covering over an industry of the top 10 or so companies. We will break down the companies that are included in this ETFs. As we can see here, we have Canopy Growth, we have Apria, Kronos, we have GW, which one of the big one, and we can see Scott's Miracle Grow as well. Everyone should know this company. They are a company that in the fertilizer business as well, for grasses, for agriculture as well. Now, obviously, Tilray, we're very familiar with Tilray, and my favorite here is Village Farms. We can see that huge 3 to 400 returns in the last 3 months in this one. And of course, we have Charlotte Web. I will be breaking down Charlotte Web to let you guys know in my next few videos why it's a great opportunity. And of course, the sleeping giant Aurora Cannabis. It's 2% in this portfolio. Now, I understand that there was some rebalancing of the portfolio. We can see there was a few companies that was added. We have Supreme Cannabis, Sundial Growers. This is a good one as well. This one has gone up more than 200%. And it was a very, very cheap stock. I was trading, I think, at 17 cents per 1 point. It's now, I believe, up in the like 70 cents per share. So, guys, as you can see here with Horizons and Life Science, it is a great investment. I tried to get everyone on board back in July, and I will show you guys exactly when I actually recommend this stock and what price. The price I went in myself. For those of you that went in, I appreciate you guys get to make some money. Now, as I said, here we are looking at Horizon's Marijuana Life Science, the ticker symbol HMMJ. Guys, it is a great opportunity. This company pays you. Even if the stock is down, you're still making money in the long term. It's like a passive income inside of a high growth stock, if that makes sense. Now, in my last video back on July 17, let's see here, July 17 is around here. I let you guys know at that point that I was ranging for the stock to go anywhere from 650 to 720. That's where I was buying up my shares. Okay, guys, so I will be breaking down to see where I recommend this stock. As you can see, back in July 18, July 17, 18, I let you guys know in my previous video. I will put a link up top that says buy. I was ranging between 650 and 720. That's where I buy up the bulk of my shares. So basically, about 1,000 shares at $6.50. And months later, back in October, when it drops again in the low, not low, but high $5.80, I bought up 800 shares at $5.95. So basically, my average is just around 613, around that price range. So since then, we can see if we fast forward back in the last 3 months, since October, November, and December, we can see that we have gone up a lot right now. We're almost at 100%. We just have a small amount to go. I think by this week, today is the 18th of January. It's a holiday in the US right now for Dr. Martin Luther King. So the stock market is closed, but the Canadian TSX is open, but trades are not going in high volume. As you guys know, when the US market is closed, the trade on the Canadian side tend to slow down until the market is reopened. So I predict by the next month or two, with HMMJ should breaks $14 and $15 per share. It is very reasonable for it to break $20 per share by June of this year. Now, keep in mind, guys, it's an ETF. You're still making money. So, regardless if the stock goes down temporarily, you're still making dividends on your investment, and at least you get a broad coverage. It's not like you're in one shares and that stock goes down. You can see a big dip in your portfolio. Even when the market is down, you don't see a big dip in your portfolio because it's covering a wide range of companies. Guys, keep an eye on this ETF. It has a little bit of spike right now, but with the changeover in presidency, I doubt if we'll see this price come back down to the $6 range. The price will continue to go back up. As we know, when last year was it? Let's go back, not the pandemic year, but let's go back in 2019. So this is what? This is 2019 August. So if okay, as we can see in August of 2019, the stock was trading at $14, $15. If we go back in May of 2019, when the cannabis market was doing better, we can see it was in $20. If we go back 3 years when it was the hottest time back in like 2018, we can see it was averaging out in those months was averaging out just from $16 to 23. In most cases, this is the window I'm looking for, between 18 to 21.98. So between 18 to $22 is where it's going to sit and stay for the chunk of time before it starts to go up. Guys, if we just pick a few companies from this ETF, we can see a big difference of exactly why we think this is a great buy for anyone. Now, if we recall, we remember that okay, let's say for example, if we look at Canopy growth, right, we can see that Canopy growth in the last year, right, and it's in this ETF. We can see Canopy growth back in March. It was a great buy. It was dropped to as low as $13 at one point, and we can see that Canopy growth has gone back up. It's trading right now at 42.70. Okay, so Canopy growth. Okay, so we can see that Canopy Growth holds 16% in this company. So instead of betting on one company, then you could have spread across, right? If we look at Apria, which is the number two on the list, okay, same situation. Apria, we can see was trading in the low 2060 cents in that time. We can see even in the summer, in July, was still trading less than $6 per share. Now we can see Apria is trading today above $16 per share, and that's the number two on the list. Now, if we go the same comparison, if we go to Aurora Cannabis, we can see a similar pattern, right? We know they had a stock split and that made it for a temporary time wasn't the best interest for most people, but we can see back in October, November, we can see the stock was trading that's below 560 per share. Then we can see today it's up at $15 plus. So that's another 200% rise as well. And if we go in the same thing for most of the stock, for example, Tilray, we can see Tilray was 260 per share. In the mid of the pandemic, you can see one day, okay, it was 243 per share one day. Then we can see Tilray has completely came back a little bit over $22 before a pullback. No, guys, the best thing about Tilray, if you guys are interested in the cannabis market as well, you may want to keep an eye on Tilray. I personally have a lot of Tilray, shares because I'm in the ETF, but a company like Tilray, I've seen it goes to $300 per share. Now, I'm not sure if it will go back to as high as 300, but I'm pretty confident that $100 per share is not very far off for Tilray. So if we look back here when we're on the best of the cannabis market back in 2018, we can see Tilray in July of 2018, Tilray was trading around $25 per share. And then we can see 2 months, right? We can see by October, you see Tilray goes up to $300 per share. So Tilray is a wild card that you may want to keep an eye on. But the main thing, guys, all of these companies are in the ETF. So if you're scared or if you feel more confident to take less risks, you can definitely go in the ETF and you could still make a lot of money in the long run. Or you can go and buy the shares of the company and the companies individually and then take that risk of the market fluctuation. But right now, we understand the cannabis market will go on a run. So any company from that list right now, I'm telling you, it's a lot of good companies when you think about Canopy Growth, Apria, with Kronos, I didn't touch on much. GW, I didn't touch on much. And with Scott's, we all know. And Village Farm, this company has gone up 200-300% in the last 4 months as well, even with a bad market, right? Charlotte Web is still trading, I believe, just around $6 Canadian and about 480 US dollar per share. But this one is a very good one. This company, you can definitely get it back to selling at $25 per share. Guys, if you watch this video, I don't want to go over too much. I will include the link at the bottom of my video that you can read through the ETF to get as much information as you can. Keep in mind, guys, this is for an educational and entertainment purposes only. By no means I'm responsible for any loss in your investment. Please consult a licensed professional if you guys are unsure how to invest. Guys, with that being said, we understand what we want to do. We want to make money long term. The ETF is a good exposure, is a good way to make money on the cannabis market. If you are not sure of what company to choose, by going directly and buying the shares of a cannabis stock. Guys, until next time, it's your boy Ken. Please support the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know if I've helped you in 2020, because I've heard from a lot of people that I've helped them to make 2 times their investment, 3 times their investment, 4 times their investment, 5 times their investment. Some people that's rocking with me from day one even hit 10 times their investment. So I invest in the market daily. I'm only sharing what I've learned. You know what I mean? If I've incurred loss, I've shared that as well. I will start creating more videos to tell you guys, hey, I go in this trade at this price, and here's why I lost. So you guys could see both part of the trade and then make a better decision when you're trading on yourself. So please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and until next time, guys, peace out.